everybody is going to try to take What is up, everybody? What's going on? It is your boy Skeletor on Football Talk with Skeletor, NFL edition. These are all the Sunday afternoon, evening games featuring the matchups and the point spreads for all games NFL. This show is not intended to be, how should I say, a betting show, a make you go bet show, because children are involved in the show. So I want to keep this family friendly as possible. Just know I'm a sports fanatic. I'm a fan of football, the most violent sport in the globe. And yeah, all information throughout the season will be provided by the Inquirer. Be sure to sign up for your information to follow along. Here's a look at all 16 matchups and point spreads. It's here, finally. No more meaningless preseason games. No more talking about and previewing the season ad nauseum. Week 1, as we all witnessed tonight on Thursday night of the NFL season, kicked off in Kansas City, where the defending Super Bowl champ Chiefs start their 2023-24 campaign. Not against the NFC champion Eagles, but with a primetime game against the upstart Detroit Lions. The Eagles, meanwhile, head up to Foxborough, to face the Patriots. Though neither point spread is a full touchdown and extra point, the Chiefs were favored by 6.5, while the Eagles are favored by 4. They are among the larger favorites in Week 1 slate this season. Here's a sound, because I can't really say a look, because the fact that only the logo for the National Football League is up on this stream. So, odds are courtesy of BetMGM, current at the time of publishing, and are subject to change. Keep that in mind if you are going to go bet. Home teams will be listed first. All times will be Eastern. And here is the NFL Week 1 lines update. The season opener on NBC was an interesting one, with Patrick Mahomes and company looking to start strong against the Lions team that is turning the corner. Remember, the game was 54.5 for the over-under. Chiefs were 6.5 point favorites against the Lions. The Lions being the underdogs. If you took the underdog team, they did cover their point spread, as they were 6.5 point underdogs. That game was at Arrowhead Stadium, and that is where our season kicked off. Now for Sunday, we're going to go down the list here and provide you information, so be sure to get all your bets if you're 21 and over in at or before 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. With that in mind, here's the first game. We got the Commanders with a 7-point favorites against the Cardinals. That game 1 p.m. Standard Time, or Eastern Standard Time, where the Cardinals finished with the worst record in the NFL in Jonathan Gatling's first season. Being touchdown underdogs against Washington says a lot. The Falcons are 3.5 points versus Panthers. Let the bet Byhan Robinson Rookie of the Year run commence in Atlanta. A Browns versus Bengals matchup, with the Bengals being 2.5 point favorites. That game is going to feature Deshaun Watson going against Joe Burrow in the divisional matchup in Cleveland. The game is usually the best of the 1 p.m. slated games. Next, we have the Colts taking on the Jaguars. The Jaguars are 4.5 point favorites. Doug Peterson's Jaguars made some noise last season. Will they get off to a good start Sunday on the road? We shall find out. Steelers will take on the 49ers, with the 49ers being 2.5 point favorites on Sunday. The 49ers are right behind the Eagles on the NFC odds boards to win the NFC Championship for the Super Bowl. I actually have the Lions, in my opinion, representing the NFC this year. But they start the season as a short road favorite in Pittsburgh. The Vikings are 6 point favorites against the Buccaneers. The Tom Brady era is over in Tampa, while Minnesota has playoff expectations once again. The Saints will take on the Titans on Sunday. Derek Carr is the new quarterback in town in New Orleans. The Titans, meanwhile, added DeAndre Hopkins to a team that went 7-10 last season. The Bears are 1 point favorites versus the Packers. That game is on Sunday afternoon at 4:25 p.m. Speaking of an era ending, Aaron Rodgers' era is over in Green Bay, and Jordan Love era begins with a divisional coin flip road game in Chicago. The Seahawks are 5.5 point favorites against the Rams. Star wide receiver Cooper Kupp will see a specialist for his hamstring injury. Without him, the Rams' offense is much weaker. Chargers versus the Dolphins. The Chargers are a field goal favorite. A preview of an NFL playoff matchup? Who knows? We shall see. Both were wildcard teams last year. The Broncos take on the Las Vegas Raiders. They're 3.5 point favorites. Can Sean Payton help the Broncos and Russell Wilson turn things around in Mile High City? Who knows? Go Raiders, as I'm a Raiders fan since they were back in LA. The Patriots will take on the Eagles. That game, the Eagles are 4 point favorites. The NFC champion Eagles will likely be favored in their first 5 contests starting Sunday at New England. Then the Sunday night game of the week will feature the Giants versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a field goal favorite in that game. NFC Sunday Night Football schedule kicks off with a rivalry NFC East matchup at MetLife Stadium. Which team will be hunting the Eagles for the top spot in the division? We'll have a good answer by midnight. And Monday night's game of the week will feature the New York Jets take on the Buffalo Bills. That game will be at 8:20 p.m. The Bills are 2.5 point favorites. Wilders gets his first start with the Jets in a big one with a divisional rival Buffalo, and Josh Allen will be in the wings waiting for him. The Bills have Super Bowl aspirations, and the Jets want to show they're going to be in the hunt for a playoff spot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of the marquee games this week here on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed tuning in to today's Football Talk with Skeletor. Be sure to catch me every week here on my YouTube channel. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, share with your family and friends. Let them know, hey, I got a friend out there, man, who's into sports and football as well. So everything football talk betting wise was done underneath 10 minutes tonight. I'm happy and proud. I do got crappy quality, I know, on my microphone. I apologize about that. I'm going to be using some different equipment real soon, so that way we can get things going and sounding a little bit better each and every week, hopefully. So, until Tuesday, with all the NFL results of Sunday's games, well, actually, you know what? I'll probably do right after the Sunday night football game, and then Monday night football, we'll do a separate episode since it's the marquee game. I did say in the debut edition of my football talk with Skeletor, I was going to do storylines between the Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night football games, all NFL afternoon and evening games will not have a storyline. They will just feature the point spread and the odds, basically, of what, and we should go ahead and maintain and follow. I hope you guys get to have your Super Bowl team out here in Vegas as Super Bowl 58 will be held at Allegiant Stadium this year. I want to do a little thing here. What do you think, and who do you think will be winning the bye week for the AFC this season? Who's going to be the number one seeded AFC, both for the AFC and NFC? I would like to know your opinions and who you're picking. I also like to know which six playoff teams from each division, the AFC and NFC, do you guys think are going to make the playoffs? We'll go to week 8. You cannot change your pick. So think wisely. Do you pick now or do you pick until week 8? At the present time right now, I don't have a package to win or give away. If your team makes it, hopefully this picks up throughout the season. And everything will be peachy keen, hopefully. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Skeletor for Football Talk with Skeletor, only provided on my YouTube channel. I will see you guys soon, or hear from you guys soon, I should say. And yeah, follow me. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good season. And let's keep the swearing away from the microphone. You don't need to swear to be cool. This is an opinion show that does not promote gambling, but if you want to gamble, please do it legally, to where most states are 21 and over. And if you do bet at your own discretion. I only provide information courtesy of the Inquirer. And yeah, well, I have fun doing this, and I will catch you in the future. Until then, this is your boy, Skeletor, and I'm out. Peace.